From translation, NIV New International Version, this 154 day of the year, today we are reading passages, Job 8-10, Job chapter 8, verses 1 to 22. Then Bildad the Shuhite replied, "How long will you say such things? Your words are a blustering wind. Does God pervert justice? Does the Almighty twist justice? When your children sinned against him, he gave them over to the penalty of their sin. If you will seek God earnestly and plead with the Almighty, if you are pure and upright, even now he will rouse himself on your behalf and restore you to your prosperous state. Your beginnings will seem humble, so prosperous will your future be. Inquire, please, of past generations, and consider what the fathers have searched out. For we are but of yesterday and know nothing, that our days upon earth are a shadow. Will they not teach you and tell you and utter words from their understanding? Can papyrus grow tall where there is no marsh? Can reeds thrive without water? While still uncut in its green state, any grass withers before it is gathered. That is the joy of all who forget God. The hope of the godless perishes. What they trust in is fragile. What they rely on is a spider's web. They lean on the web, but it gives way. They cling to it, but it does not hold. They are like well-watered plants in the sun, spreading their shoots into the garden. Their roots wrap themselves around a pile of stones. They find among the rocks a place to live. But when it is torn from its spot, the plant denies knowing that joy. Such is the destiny of all who forget God. So perishes the hope of the godless. Surely God does not reject a blameless person, or strengthen the hands of evildoers. He will yet fill your mouth with laughter and your lips with shouts of joy. Those who hate you will be clothed with shame. The dwelling place of the righteous will be glad. Job chapter 9, verses 1 to 37. Then Job replied, "Indeed, I know that this is true. But how can a mortal be righteous before God? Though one wished to dispute with him, he could not answer him 1 time out of 1,000. God is wise in heart and mighty in strength. Who has resisted him and come out unscathed? He moves mountains without their knowing it and overturns them in his anger. He shakes the earth from its place and makes its pillars tremble. He speaks to the sun and it does not shine. He seals off the light of the stars. He alone stretches out the heavens and treads on the waves of the sea. He is the maker of the Bear and Orion, the Pleiades and the constellations of the south. He performs wonders that cannot be fathomed, miracles that cannot be counted. When he passes me, I cannot see him. When he moves past, I cannot perceive him. If he snatches away, who can stop him? Who can say to him, 'What are you doing?' God does not restrain his anger. Even the cohorts of Rahab have cowered at his feet. How then can I dispute with him? How can I find words to argue with him? Though I were innocent, I could not answer him. I could only plead with my judge for mercy. Even if I summoned him and he responded, I do not believe he would give me a fair hearing, for he would crush me with a tempest and multiply my wounds without cause. He would not let me regain my breath, but would overwhelm me with a flood of anger. If it is a matter of strength, he is mighty, and if it is a matter of justice, who will summon him? Even if I were innocent, my mouth would condemn me. If I were blameless, it would pronounce me guilty. I am innocent, but I do not know why I am not guilty. When I say, I have been wronged, then I will be in the wrong, for my words are wind. Although I am blameless, I have no concern for myself. I despise my own life. It is all the same. That is why I say, he destroys both the blameless and the wicked. When the scourge of him slays suddenly, he mocks the despair of the innocent. When disaster brings sudden death, he mocks at the calamity of the innocent. I have said to myself, I will forget my complaint, I will change my expression and smile. I thought, I will speak out in the bitterness of my soul. But if I hold back my lips from groaning, then even from my own body, I must not let anything seem unjust. If I wash myself with snow water and make my hands ever so clean, you will plunge me into a pit, and my own clothes will abhor me. God is not mortal, as I am, that I might answer him, that we might confront each other in court. If only there were someone to arbitrate between us, to lay his hand upon both of us, and remove God's rod from me, so that his terror would frighten me no more. Then I would speak up without fear of him, but as it is, there is no one between us. Let God remove his hand from me, and let the Almighty terrify me no more. Then I would speak out without fear of him, for I know I am not what I am thought to be. Job chapter 10, verses 1 to 23. I loathe my own life. I will give free vent to my complaint and speak out in the bitterness of my soul. I will say to God, do not condemn me, but tell me why you contend against me. Does it please you to oppress me, to spurn the work of your hands, while you smile on the schemes of the wicked? Do you have eyes of flesh? Do you see as a human sees? Are your days like those of a mortal, or your years like those of a man, that you must inquire about my deeds and probe me after me? You know that I am not guilty, but no one can deliver me from your hand. Your hands shaped me and made me. Would you now turn and destroy me? Remember that you molded me like clay. Would you turn me back to dust the second time? Did you not pour me out like milk and curdle me like cheese? clothed me with skin and flesh, and knit me together with bones and sinews. You gave me life and showed me kindness, and in your providence watched over my spirit. These things you have hidden in your heart. I know that this is with you. If I sin, you are watching me and do not acquit me of my guilt. If I am guilty, woe to me. Even if I am innocent, I cannot lift my head, for I am full of shame and drowned in my affliction. If I hold my head high, you stalk me like a lion and again display your power against me. You renew your attacks on me. You change your war against me again and again. Why then did you bring me out of the womb? I wish I had died before any eye saw me. If only I had never come into being, or had been carried straight from the womb to the grave. Are not my days few? Stop and let me know what I will find in death. What strength have I that I should hope? What prospects that I should be patient? Is it to the land of deepest night, death's shadowland, that my way leads? Are not there only the gloom of death, darkness as dense as the utter darkness?